Hi, my name's Jill Bishop. I'm here from the Peterborough Community Garden Network, and we're going to talk to you a little bit about how to put your garden to bed for the winter. So most of your sensitive crops, such as tomatoes and peppers and eggplants, are going to die off as soon as we get a hardy frost. But there are some things that you can keep in your garden that will last throughout most of the fall and even some of the winter. One of the great crops like that is kale. It actually prefers the frost. So if you just give it a little bit of protection, you could be eating it well into December or January. So the very first thing that you're going to want to do is, unfortunately, once a heavy frost hits, your plants are going to start to look pretty bad. So you're going to want to pull them out. Most of the plants you can just pull straight out of the ground and put into the compost. If they were really badly diseased, you might want to consider putting them directly in the garbage or a separate pile. Once you've cleaned out your whole garden, the next thing that you'd want to do is turn over the soil. And this is a really good idea because you're going to be able to pull out all the weeds, so you won't have to deal with them in the spring. And it's also going to make your soil just nice and loose and ready to go to bed for the winter. Third thing that you're going to want to do, depending on the weather, if it's a really dry season, you might want to consider giving your garden one last soak. But if it's been really wet fall, you don't need to worry about that. So the next thing you're going to want to do is mulch your garden. Now, mulch can be a few different things. You could use your leftover leaves that you've just raked from your falling trees. You could also use straw. And some people use wood chips, but it's not as recommended in this situation. So once you've got your mulch together, you just want to cover your garden with a nice thick layer. And what that's going to do is save you a lot of work in the spring. It's going to stop all those weeds from coming up, so that the first thing you have to do is not come in and pull out all your weeds. You can just get straight to planting. So these are some of the few basic steps you can follow in the fall, nice and easy, to make your life a whole lot easier in the following spring and make your garden more productive.